What is up, YouTube? I'm back here with another video. Haven't uploaded in about maybe a year. Just joking. It's been a few months. I know, right? It's been a few months since I have actually uploaded a video. Due to my own fault. Yeah, I know. I have no excuses for it. It is my fault. Let's be realistic. But yeah, basically, this video, it may be lengthy, it may not be, I don't really know. But basically, I have come up with a new build. Yes, I've come up with a new thief build. So, let's just, see how it works. That's how I commit suicide. Differently. But yeah, alright. And I want to talk to you about the new patch. Alright, so basically first, let's talk about the... Actually, I'm going to show you guys the new thief build first. Alright. New thief build. Now, I'm actually really excited for this build. Let's go into the build. Gotta go into my skills and trades. Trades. As you can see, there is a drastic change from before, from the old build. Now this build, because of the new patch changes, this build is just so amazingly good. Right, so we're gonna go into deadly arts. Why only 2? That's just how it rolls today, unfortunately. Well, fortunately. So now here's how it's gonna go. You want it because your stealing will now inflict poison. This will deal. It's over 11 seconds. It does 1,320 damage, minus 33% heal effectiveness. So in 11 seconds, I think the steal's on like 30-second cooldown, something like that. 34 seconds. So yeah, that's pretty good. Actually, really good. And then the main reason why you're going for Deadly Archer is because you want Mug. What Mug does is deal damage and gain life when stealing. But always remember that Mug will not critically hit, but that's fine. It's not stealing. You don't steals. It's not the biggest thing if it doesn't critically hit. Why? Because you're just using your steal pretty much now for the health and to steal what you need, right? But steal can not critically hit, but it can hit pretty hard. Don't get me wrong. I've one-shotted people using steal sometimes. Not with this build, but just in general. Right? You're gonna go full out all 6 in critical strikes. Why? You want Keen Observer. Its critical hit chances increase while your health is above the threshold, and the threshold is 90%. And yeah, so basically, as soon as you start open, you can get pretty hard crits. You're then gonna go for Practice Tolerance, gain Vitality based on your position. Position converted to Vitality equals 7%. Pretty good. Gonna go for Opportunist, critical hits have a bonus chance to restore initiative. And this is the good thing. Why? Because if you crit, you have a 50% chance to gain 1 more initiative, which is good. And then critical haste, you have a chance to gain quickness on a critical hit. So it's got a 25% chance trigger, but haste is always good for a thief. Then you got first strikes, damage is increased while your current initiative is over the threshold. That is 6. Damage increased by 10%. Amazing. Why? Because your thief, you just want to keep hitting really hard. Then deal extra damage. Executioner, deal extra damage when your target is below the threshold. You will deal an increased 20% damage, and the threshold is below 50%. It's pretty easy to get a target at 50% upon the opener. So then, as soon as they're at 50, you got 20% extra damage, and then they're going to need to use their heal, and then followed by the heal, you can reuse the opener again by just using your steal, few heart seekers, then seal it bang. The dirt and lime skill is gone, and that's pretty much it. Now, acrobatics. You're gonna understand why this one, no, not that one. Where is it? What? Right here. Why opportunist is really good in a second. You get exponential dodger, gain swiftness upon dodging. This is pretty good. Why? Because you can just constantly dodge and gain swiftness, help you kite away if you're in trouble. Awesome. Power of inertia, I can't pronounce it, but it's whenever you dodge, you gain might. So, dodge, get swiftness, so dodge and gain might. And keep in mind, the might stacks. So that is really good. So you can dodge twice and get 2 stacks of might, and then when your dodging comes back up, you can get 3 stacks of might, and then it stacks up to 4, so you can get it up to 4 stacks of might. very quickly. Overpowered if you ask me. Feline Grace, dodging returns some of the endurance shoes, which is pretty good. You will gain 15 more endurance, so you pretty much get an extra dodge. So you get instant 3 stacks, as you can see right here. Bam, bam, and then you got enough endurance for another one. Pretty cool. Yeah. Hard to catch. Shadow step away and gain swiftness when you are disabled. When you are disabled, stun, daze, float, knockdown, launch, knockback, and sink or fear. So let's see. Shadow step. Boom. And yeah, it's pretty cool. Alright, fluid strikes. Damage is increased while endurance is not full. The endurance will probably never be full because you want to keep your stacks summed up. And it's increased by 10%. So look, you're stacking it up, and then your damage is increased. And the final one, Assassin's Reward, the most overpowered trait I think in this build. Heal yourself whenever you use a skill that uses initiative. Heal yourself for each point of initiative. Spend. Overpowered, and that links in with this one over here, Opportunist. If you critical strike, you have a 50% chance to gain 1 initiative, therefore you can keep refreshing your initiative. Overpowered. And then as the slot skills go, you're going to want to go for Hardened Shadows. You could use Signal Malice. It's optional. I'm not going to, hold you back on what you want to use. You can use Signal Malice or Hardened Shadows. You're going to use Scorpion Wire, Shadow Step, Shadow Refugee, Dagger Storm, or you can use Ballast Venom. You can use it, or Thieves Guild. So it's normally I either use Thieves Guild or Dagger Storm. That's pretty much it. Right, now let's get into some talk about the new patch, shall we? So basically, the new patch has a lot in store for us. So one of the big things here for me that has encouraged me to do some PvP is that PvP, if you do PvP, you get rewarded with PvE content. Because this game, let's be realistic, it's not really based too much upon PvE, unless World v. World. Like the PvP in this game, I don't like to call it PvP. I like to, even though it is PvP, I pretty much like to call it, like, you get your PvE gear and that's what you use to PvP with. So you may as well just call it the PvE gear, PvP gear, or, you know what I mean, like, it's not too much of a difference there. So yeah, and that's pretty much how it's going to be working out. So what I do like is that I'm now getting a better reward for PvPing because in SPVP, because before the SPVP, the rewards was trash. I'm not going to lie, it was a trash reward. Pretty bad. So now we have an even better reward. So now, like on the day of the patch, I saw thousands, well not thousands, but probably about 100 people in the lobby of the waiting room trying to do PvP. I'm just like, because this new patch is getting more people to PvP, amazing, right? But anyway, that's it for this video. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, twitch.tv/OrioCookie without the E on the end, and I will see you next time for my next vid. Thank you very much.